You will marry the wrong person, but that might not be such a bad thing. Let me explain. The real problem is believing that if love feels hard or difficult, then something is broken or wrong. That belief right there ruins countless relationships that are actually really good. Because the truth is simple, everyone is flawed, no one is perfect, and love isn't found, love is built. So I've broken this down into 12 things that no one teaches you, because you probably will marry the wrong person. And this is how to survive that. Let's start with the low-level resentment that most people carry, even when the relationship looks fine from the outside. Quiet anger inside of love. I know you know what I'm talking about. Lots of couples look so happy on Instagram, but seethe in private. That heat is rage, and rage is just hope that got burned. And if you turn down the heat, rage cools to sadness. Now, sadness hurts, but it tells the truth. It says, I hoped for magic, but I got something normal. So where did we buy this idea of magic from? Number 2, the Disney dilemma. Cartoons, rom-coms, even jewelry ads promise a perfect match. Thinker Theodore Adorno blamed Walt Disney for selling this dream on repeat. A 2018 study showed that kids who binge princess movies grow up believing in one soulmate. And that belief actually doubles their odds of getting a divorce, which is crazy. Did you know that 85% of people claim that they're easy to live with? Which in my mind makes no sense. That math does not add up. I know no one is easy to live with. And here's the problem. No one is telling us the truth about our flaws. Parents sugarcoat things, exes leave in silence, friends just stay polite. And so the result is that when we meet someone new, we expect smooth sailing because we don't know our own flaws, because we never saw the storm we carry inside. But that storm pulls us towards pain that feels like home. Love in childhood was simultaneously hugs and being scolded or like yelled at, right? And so the brain tags this mix as normal, as love that's normal. So you grow up and you meet a kind, well-rounded, steady person, and you think, oh, this is boring. But someone who triggers that old sting or zap, you feel the chemistry with, right? We're not hunting joy, we're hunting familiarity. And if in your childhood, love was more painful than pleasurable, finding that familiarity in future partners feels like chemistry, when in reality, love feels boring sometimes. When real closeness with another human being shows up, when love starts to feel real, most people just panic. And that panic shows up normally in one of 2 ways. Some people either fear being left, or some people fear being controlled. These are the attachment styles. You either have an anxious attachment style or an avoidant one. Both reactions are different on the outside, but the same on the inside. They're avoiding the fear that comes with depending on another human being. And brain scans actually prove it. The amygdala, the part of your brain that is wired for survival, lights up in both cases. Your body reads intimacy like a threat. And the way out here is saying something that most people are terrified to say. I need you, and that scares me. Love is a skill that you practice. Psychologist Erich Fromm says that love is art, and art needs lessons. It needs practice. We're not taught love in school. We're barely taught by our parents. So it's important to practice the skill. It's important to grow. Psychoanalyst Melanie Klein noticed something in infants. They split their parent into 2 people. A good one who gives them what they want, and a bad one who doesn't. A lot of adults do the same thing in relationships. When we're happy, our partner is amazing. But when we're sad, our partner is toxic. But real love holds these 2 truths at the same time. One of the greatest markers for intelligence in human beings is the ability to hold 2 seemingly contradictory ideas in your head at the same time without rejecting or accepting one or the other. Here, it's the same with love. They can be simultaneously selfish and generous, frustrating and supportive, just like you. So if we're all a mixed bag, then how good does our partner need to be in order to stick with them? Well, I go to Winnicott's good enough rule here. Donald Winnicott, a pediatrician, found that babies thrive when 70% of their emotional needs are met, not 100. These missed moments, that 30%, is where resilience is built. The same goes for love. Expecting someone to meet 100% of your emotional needs sets yourself up for failure, disappointment, and maybe even loneliness. Good enough isn't settling. It's the foundation of everything that lasts. It's not good if they meet 100% of your emotional needs. Be the wrong person that they stay for. Everyone is busy searching for the right person, that perfect partner. What's harder and a lot more useful is becoming the person worth staying for. That means being honest about your flaws, allowing people to correct you without getting defensive, learning to compromise without considering it a defeat. Albert Camus said, real generosity to the future lies in giving all to the present. So give the present your full effort, even when it's messy. And if you're still afraid of getting this whole thing wrong, Soren Kierkegaard, Danish philosopher, has something to say. Kierkegaard's regret guarantee. Soren Kierkegaard said, marry and you'll regret it. Don't marry and you'll also regret it. His point, regret is unavoidable. There's no option that's going to protect you from pain. So pick the kind of pain that will teach you something. That's the only real choice that you get. So maybe perfect love doesn't exist, but wrong love, handled with skill, will always outlast a fantasy that we've been taught. I'll see you next week. I wanted to let you know that I've been literally working on a romance book for the past 7 years. I'm not joking. I'll roll the clip right now.
Alright, my name is Henry Earls, and for my personal project I will be writing a 50,000 word novel.
It has taken me so long, and I'm super excited to release it. It's coming out in the next year or something like that, pretty soon. I'm going to get it done. It's about navigating love and relationships as a young person today in this insane time that we're living in with, you know, hookup culture and dating apps and all of that. I'd really appreciate it if you check it out. If you can sign up to my SMS or email list, I can just send you I could literally personally send you early pages or like notifications when there's an update on when I'm releasing it. I think that's all I got. I really appreciate you watching. Peace out.